how I started my solo podcast. Yes, solo is the key word here. It's called Do It Yourself. When you don't have a budget, low income, you just want to get it done. You just want to start. And that's what I did. I started, and here I am. A year later, I'm still going strong. So I just want to talk about my journey, my experiences, what I learned as I started this podcast, equipment that I'm using, what I started off with. There's no need to rob the bank at the beginning. There's no need to want to start with a studio at the beginning. You just want to start. You just want to start pushing out your content, start creating stuff that you like, that you enjoy, that you believe is relevant for someone to listen and hear when you share with them. So there you go. All you need to do is just to kickstart, and no need to go crazy at the beginning. The most important thing is to kickstart your ideas and sharing it with the world. And the beauty of social platform is it's free to set up. All you need is internet. And another thing which makes it easy is learning has become very easy. Information is out there. But the question is, are you willing to learn new things? If you're watching this, I'm sure you're willing to learn. You want to know how this all starts, and then you kickstart and start sharing your journey, your ideas, your products, your service. You start teaching people on this platform, whatever you have that we want to communicate. It's easy behind the camera. And no need to look good. All you need to do is to record and just pushing out. People are not interested in how you look, but they're interested in the information that you're going to give them. One thing I like about the period we are in is information is at our fingertips. Things have changed. Technology has come. It has become more personalized. When was the last time you went into the gardens and book a photographer to take you a picture? It's been a long time. All now I can do is pick up my phone with a good camera, 4K, HD and everything, you name it. And I take my kids out and start taking pictures, and some of them come beautiful, just like a pro. So that's how easy it has become. It's easy to record. It's easy to speak your voice. It's easy to share your voice out there. Just be willing to do it, and you'll get an audience. Whether they like what you're saying or they will listen, they will still say, I don't think you're saying the right thing. The question is that they are listening, right? So what we just want is to get things out there. So it all starts with an idea. If you have an idea that you truly believe in, be it educational, be it comedy, be it entertainment, whatever idea you have that you want to communicate, this is the platform to go to. You want to be out there on the socials, and right now content is king. What you would need to do is to record quality content at the level you are at, and then continue to improve on it as you continue on the journey. So I've been enjoying this journey. That's why I'm recording this video, just to share how I started on my solo. Like I said, zero budget. I acquired skills as I went on the journey. I came across the concept called skill stacking. Then I looked at stacking all these skills, videography, photography, in front of the camera, behind the camera. I then have to learn a lot how to communicate, how to talk in front of the camera. Obviously, I still have a long way to go, but the beauty of it is the journey is exciting as I learn how to, bring out my voice and how to be confident. Yeah, so there you go. So just start. And my idea is very simple. It's called Start to Finish. And I truly believe that everyone is on a journey. They want to accomplish something great, something amazing, and they want to share that journey as they go to accomplish it. So why not start today? Even the president of the free world used this platform to win the election. He went on platforms on YouTube, on podcasts, on YouTube, you name it. And he was bringing out his message to the people. So it's exactly the same thing. You can start, you can do it. And if you're watching this, you are the person who wants to put out content out there. And that's exactly what I did. When I started enjoying making these videos and I felt that I have a voice. I started researching. I started learning. I started going on YouTube, Googling how to start a podcast, how to start a video podcast. And I knew exactly what I wanted to push out. So that's another thing. You need to know whether you want to do video podcasts, you want to do audio podcasts, you want to just go on record video for socials. It has to be clear. So when I started again, I had to go and come up with a few page document, a 2-page document where I had to write my ethos, I had to write my vision, my goals, what I wanted to do, what I wanted to achieve with the podcast, where I want to take it in the years to come. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So that's the first port of call. You need to come up with a clear plan, clear vision, have an idea that you truly believe, that is a conviction for you. And a lot of us have intellectual property anyway. You have something that you have learned somewhere, you know it over the years at the back of your mind, and it's something that you can communicate and start monetizing on. There you go. So the most important thing is to start. So where do you start? What you just need is your phone. So for me, this is my phone here. So I just pick up my phone and I start recording. I just start play and I record it. And once I record it, I develop the guts to post it out there. And sometimes you'll be expecting people to comment, people to say negative things. But hey, don't worry about that. People don't care. What they want is information. If you package it, they listen, they watch. And they take away something they need and they start applying. So you just need a phone. Get a decent phone or whatever you have. Start there. Start recording videos. Just clean up the phone. You just need to make sure your phone, the camera is clean enough and your audio is good enough. And you start recording and start developing your content. That's exactly how I did it. So I started recording. I started creating content, shorts, started pushing them on my socials. And I've been on that journey doing the same thing. So from there, once I started recording my content, I started listening to the sound, I started watching the video, then I said, I think there is some improvement that I can do. So I went on to buy my first microphone, which is this one. This is a plug and play for my iPhone. So yeah, I just plug it in. This is the receiver. This is the transmitter. Then I switch it on. It goes green. Then I start recording. That's all you need. And all I would do is I can be in my house. I just need to look for a place with good outside lighting, start recording, or I can be outside. I can be at a restaurant. You can do this anywhere. All you need is a microphone, a phone, and you start recording. Stop caring what people think. Just start doing your thing and get going. And that's all there is to it. No need to worry about, the ambience of the room. Yeah, so with time I had to set up my own studio. I wanted to do this. And like I said, everything is do it yourself. You look at the back here, I painted this room white. And, I went around, what type of ambience do I need? I started buying stuff. And yeah, I got these toy cars and some flowers. This costed me something like $5 each. And this flower, I think about $3. And yeah, everyone goes artificial, as we all know. And voila, now I've got a studio and I continue to record. But anyway, back to the equipment that I started off with. Then from there, like I said, the most important thing is research. Learn as much as you can. You can use if you have a laptop with a good camera, you can use that camera, to start recording. Your phone do the job very well. So every equipment that is around us, you can start recording. You can start on your Zoom. There are many platforms out there which are free where you can start recording your videos and start chopping and cutting them off and putting them online. And when I started, I think I looked for free platforms. Obviously, we're always looking for freebies, right, to get going. So I looked for free platforms. I think for me, I downloaded what is called Captions because I wanted my video to have like written words on the video. It's a cool app. You just need to load your video, give it a few seconds. AI will do its thing and produce you with some captions on your video. And I went on to download Canva. Canva is very good. You design your intro banners, you design your thumbnails, and things like that. So it's a very good platform. You can even do graphic design on it. So it comes with pre-designed templates. All you need to do is to pick a template that you want. Is it a thumbnail? Is it an A4 design? It gives you all these beautiful templates. So it is a paid and an unpaid. So there you go. That's a place to kickstart. Then I also went to CapCut. CapCut is another platform. You can load a full video on CapCut on your phone and start editing. There's no better and easy place to start editing your videos except on your phone, because it doesn't have too many. It's always a trial and error. Let me try this. It's not working. Let me go backwards and try this one. And voila, you start learning, you start developing yourself. You go online again, you start learning about how to use CapCut and things like that. And you realize that the Canva, CapCut, even Captions, you can even transfer it to a bigger desktop and start still working on those platforms as well from that place. But the beauty of a phone is that you've got your phone wherever you are. So you are in a bus, you're editing. You are in you're in your office. A few minutes you start editing and you start producing your content. So that's how I kickstarted the journey. And from there, what I ended up doing is that I started investing in my audio, because I like crisp audio. You want to make sure the more you record, the more people like your stuff and enjoy what you're talking about. You want to make sure the sound is very good. So I invested in the microphones. So I started off, like I said, this is like a $25 microphone, which I started off with. And my goal is, okay, fine. My program, I want to be able to bring people who have been on their journey. I don't want it to be just a solo where I'm just talking to the camera. So I had to look at building my studio with microphones and everything else that allows me to do that interview. So I invested in a lot of things. This is one of them. This can be on the go. If I want to do interviews on the road, I just plug it into my phone. This is a jack or my camera. And I give the other person one receiver and I have mine, and we start recording. Offsite, I also, and this is a Boya unit, not very expensive. I'll put the links below where you can find the stuff. I also invested in this wireless unit, just to make it more cleaner and professional. Again, this is something like about $200, I think, for the whole set. So you have 2 transmitters for interviewing, and you have 1 receiver, which you just plug onto your computer or your your phone or your laptop, and you start recording. It comes very in handy. So everything has been simplified. You don't need to be a professional videographer or audiographer to be able to do these things. It has been made easy. All you need to do is your willingness to learn, and once you learn, you start applying, which is basically what I've done. So I've learned to build my setup, and like I said, I was just using clean sunlight, and it was working perfectly fine. But as you go on, I used the black cloth behind me. It would take a lot of time to set it up, and it is these ups and downs. And now we are here. We have just set up my studio. I just walk into my studio. The camera is always set up. Voila. Then I record. It just takes me a few minutes to just do a quick checks and balance, and we start recording. So that's how we roll. And it's beautiful. It's exciting as we do this. So from there, then I went on to look for microphones. So on mics, you have what is called condenser mic, and you have dynamic mics. So a condenser mic, basically you would want to use it in a foolproof, soundproofed room, so that, because it produces a lot of echo and it picks a lot of sound from different places. But with a dynamic mic, which is the one that I'm using, this is a Samsung Q2U microphone. It's a beautiful mic. The sound is crisp. And this mic, in this room, I don't even have soundproof. I just record direct into, and it doesn't, taking a lot of vibrating sound from all over the place, or my kids are in the dining right now, but I'm still recording good quality sound you hear once it's done. Then from there, I decided, no, I want to mix it up. So if I'm to go to do my recording, I need to do it properly, because sometimes plugging it into the camera direct, you don't have a way of controlling, other bad sounds coming in. So in this case, you need a mixer. So I invested into this small baby here. It's called the Zoom 24 mixer. So it's a 2-channel. For me, it's perfectly fine. It takes in the Alexa and as you can see it, I can just plugging in. Like right now, I'm recording my audio through this baby here. I just need to. It can take in a battery for phantom power, or I can just plug a cable direct to my laptop and I start recording. And one of the cables goes to either my phone. In this case, I'm doing my audio recording with my phone here. Yeah, so I just plug it in there and I'm good to go. So that's how I record my audio. And I also invested in a GH4 Lumix camera. Yes, it's a bit down camera, but obviously you don't see it. What you see is the quality that it's producing. Now, because I'm doing interviews, I want to have at least 2 cameras running at the same time. I invested in the GH4. So far, I have a single camera, and I'm also using my iPhone. So my iPhone also captures 4K. So because it captures 4K, GH4 capture 4K, this then becomes maybe my wide camera shot. Then the camera behind becomes the one that zoom in on an individual as they are making the conversation. So so it has been my journey. So I did not break the bank. I started the journey slow and started building on it, and this is where I am. And I also invested in lights. You need good lighting, because now you have a studio. You need to make sure the lighting is good and you look good as you are recording. So I invested in some ring lights, nothing expensive. These are like $60 lights, and that's all I need. Nothing expensive with my setup. So as you can see, you can start developing your studio. You can start developing your recording, your content. So whilst you're building on your equipment, just start doing the thing that matters and that is important first. That is pushing out the idea. The more people enjoy this, you start monetizing. You start most probably building resources to improve the quality of your content, and you continue on like that. And it has never been easy for anyone to communicate products, to communicate ideas, to communicate anything, to communicate anything that comes to mind. So we are in a great season. We are in a great period where anyone can share information easily. So why not start on your podcast? Your phone is there. That's a good starting point. And another thing, once I recorded and I was editing with my phone, okay, I now the size of my videos became bigger, and I wanted another platform to better edit it. And checked around, what can I find cheap, what can I find free. And remember, I did not know how to edit when I downloaded these applications, but my willingness to learn, I started learning how to edit the videos. So once I record, then I need to do the editing, chops and cuts off and things like that. So I used DaVinci Resolve. It has a paid and a licensed platform, and it is a free platform. All you need to do is to go to DaVinci and you download and you start using the platform. Then I also introduced CapCut, Adobe Premiere Pro, and Final Cut. So these are other platforms you can use for editing. There are many others out there, free ones, but these are the good ones that I use. Try the DaVinci Resolve. It gets the work done. And all you need to do is to continue learning, go on social, go on YouTube, Google these things, and start learning and start knowing how they work, how they operate. No one has told me to record this video or to talk about these brands, but it's what I'm using for my recording. So for someone who wants to start their podcast, this is where to start. And now I'm migrating to have an assistant who will help me with editing and other stuff. But when I kickstarted, it's solo. I'm doing it because it's expensive now to get someone who edits your videos regularly, or to get a videographer to come to your home to do the recording. So because I'm doing it on my own, now that I have a studio, I've got decent lighting, I can do it in the middle of the night. You won't even notice that I recorded this in the middle of the night, So yeah, there you go. So start your journey and keep on going, keep on enjoying. The most important thing is doing what you love and sharing that information with the world, for someone to learn, for someone to get on their journey, and start doing something. So